folks, Malcolm here today. We're at Espressotec Sales and Service in our Barista Lab, hanging out with our rocket models if you have to type R. Today we're going to do a backflush video, a little bit of the why, the how, and what you need to use. And so backflushing is something that should be done minimum monthly for someone that's using their coffee machine every day, and it can be done on any of the rocket models that you see sold in our store or online. Alright, so why do we need to backflush? This is a food processing machine. Every day when you use it, a little bit of that coffee and that food particles are left over. And so once a month, what we want to do is rinse that, clean that out, and use our coffee detergent to make sure that our flavors are tasting real balanced. We're not having the old coffee in there, or deterring the flow of coffee and extraction with old coffee that's kind of just blocking the passage. Basically, why we use coffee detergent, a lot of customers will ask, do I need to use the coffee detergent? Absolutely, you need to use backflush detergent. This is a cleaning fluid, a baking soda in a sense. What it does is it will release the oils and the coffee particles and clean them out so that the passage is nice and clear. The analogy I do for most of my clients is that you're not going to wash your dishes without soap. You need soap to wash those dishes, strip that oil, and get rid of things. Keep it nice and clear. Let's go over what you need and then how to do it, and then some of the questions that customers might have while you're doing it. So this is your Rocket double portafilter handle. What we have today is our Rocket backflush disc. It's blind, came with the machine. And so using the bottom lip of it, we're just going to take out our basket. I'm going to put this on. Today we've also got a little brush. We're going to use that at some point in our Rocket Cafe cleaner. Alright, now that we've got our backflush disc in there, our machine's nice and hot. Ideally I'd be backflushing after I made a coffee because, well, you need a coffee first. So, you're going to put in about a teaspoon of that right in there, and then you're going to lock it into the brew head just like you would make your espresso. Alright guys, we all know our coffee machine and how to make the espresso. This is going to be our backflushing. Instead, what we're going to do is we're going to lift our lever like we would for our espresso. We're going to count down from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then we're going to spell straight in the drip tray. We're going to do this 10 times. And you can see the water is basically circulating through here and within these valves and then out the exit valve there. You'll see some coffee and some soap start to make its way through. Because this is sending back pressure throughout the group head, a lot of our customers will ask, am I sending coffee detergent or coffee back into my boiler? And that's absolutely not true. You are only sending water and coffee throughout this mechanism here in the front. There's what's called a three-way solenoid valve that'll block the passage, and it just simply can't allow you to send water back into the boiler. Awesome. So after we've done that about 10 times, we're going to unlock our handle, dump it straight into the tray, then we're going to grab our brush, for good due diligence. We're going to lift our lever, just going to brush around and get in there. Might get a little bit messy, so keep a cloth nearby. Oh wow, that's shiny. That looks really good. So I just took a look underneath. Our group head's nice and clean. There's no more coffee around the lip inside there, and the shower screen looks really clear. Just to do a little bit of a rinse, I'm going to put the handle back in with no detergent in there and run the cycle again. Before doing so, I'm going to empty out our drip tray. This is full of water. What's cool about the rocket drip trays though is that there's actually a nut at the bottom if you want to set up drain lines. So you don't always have to empty it. Alright, again, doing a rinse cycle here. We're going to count down from 5. And I can already see that the water coming out is really clear. There's a lot less coffee particles and little to no soap. Already see that the water coming out is really clear. There's a lot less coffee particles and little to no soap. We're going to do this about 5 times. great. Dump that out in the handle. Dump out our water. Give our machine a quick wipe, and we're good to go for the next coffee score. Alright guys, so not too bad. That was backflushing your rocket using the Rocket Coffee Cleaner and their backflush disc. If you guys have any questions, reach out, ask us. Like we said, we should be doing this kind of ideally monthly and with coffee detergent. And so again, I reiterate, if you guys have any questions or you don't know how to do it and want more feedback, just comment below and let us know. All the best. See you.